Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Draw with T. I forgot to hit the record button, apparently, when I was drawing these two fine Krampus Christmas card pages. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys the close-up now, and then I'm going to draw a third page. Really, I'm only drawing this third page because these two didn't record, and I was so upset. I swear I hit the record button. I swear. But I think sometimes Quick Player, you hit the red record button, and it's like, oh, did you want to hit that red record button? Maybe you should hit it again. Yeah, not happy. It was a very long art-filled day, and I was going at it hard, and to realize I'd lost an entire hour and a half of footage put me in a very bad, well, not a bad mood, a grumpy mood. I was basically exhausted when I was drawing this page that you're about to see me draw. So if the art looks a little scratchy, if I seem to kind of forget things or do weird mistakes, that's probably why. Although I don't actually, this is a pretty strong page, to be honest. But I'm kind of rambling a bit, so let's talk about what's going on here. So in the last episode, if you caught it, you would have seen me draw thumbnails for gay Christmas cards. So here, I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm drawing concepts, but this time it's not for gay cards, it's for Krampus cards. So I kind of learned about the Krampus late last year. I've kind of revealed I'm a bit of a nerd, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. I kind of play D&D, and I found some cool Christmas adventures, and some of them had the Krampus, and that led to me learning a bit about the Krampus. I kind of have forgotten some of the details since then, but I just thought, man, this is such a fun character. Having it as a D&D villain for a Christmas campaign is really fun. And so this year when I was thinking up ideas for Christmas cards, I'm like, you know what? A Krampus card would be really cool. I looked online and I thought for sure there'd be so many Krampus cards. It would all probably not be worth doing, at least not for sale, because I felt like it'd be a saturated market, and I actually couldn't find a lot of cartoon Krampus cards. There was a lot of the classic old Krampus art with the classic phrase. I believe it's something Vom Krampus. Oh man, I wish I still had the note here somewhere. But it basically translates to greetings from the Krampus. And I know the Krampus has become very popular of late, but it's just such a fun character. If you watched in episode 26 when I was doing the mind mapping stuff, then you would have seen me draw a tiny cute little Krampus, and the moment I did that, I was sold on doing a Krampus card. I was like, there's so much material here, because I'm a cartoonist, and I kind of, like to do, I was gonna say like safe stuff, but what I really mean is I just make, fun cartoons that everybody can enjoy, whereas a lot of the Krampus cards that I've seen a mix of ones that seem to be very death metal in origin, which is amazing, but not my style of art that I make. And the very classic, very painterly, very from about 1920 to I guess a little earlier than the 1950s. Very painterly, slightly awkward looking, but still very creepy Krampus type cards. So I wanted to do something new, something, like if the Krampus was a character from something that I made or somebody I knew made, what would he be? And I'm like, well, he'd be like this sort of rebel character, and I kept coming back to the idea of a very punky, old school leather coat, like what would be worn from in the 1950s by a biker, some young biker guy with his hair gelled back. Or a more modern, sweary punk type with like a cigar in his mouth and, just that sort of thing. And I was going to explore a whole bunch of options of a more traditional Krampus, a more scary kind of Krampus. And I did do some explorations, as you saw in the first page, but I quickly just was magnetized to this just cartoony, over-the-top, kind of angry, sassy, rebellious-looking Krampus character. And, I really hope, of my Christmas cards, I do hope I can get enough people interested in this one that I can do, like, a nice size print run of it. I'm a little bit worried that only like 3 people will really be interested in it, and the amount of cards that I have to buy to really get a good deal on it is, it's like minimum 25, but it's really better if I get like 50 or 100 cards. And if I'm never going to be able to sell off even like 20 cards in 10 years, then it might be a bit of a problem. It might just be an e-card that a little image that I send off to some people this year, and encourage them to also, send it along to people and maybe get a little bit of, a little bit of notice my way. But I really hope it does well, because I really want to be able to give this to people, and I want people to give it to people, because there's a lot of really, nice, jovial, typical Christmas cards, but I haven't seen many toony attitude cool guy Christmas cards, and this Krampus character is so fun. I might just have to be careful, or I'll just be drawing the Krampus in July. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. It suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad thing. Like, what's the difference between the Krampus and just a more Krampus-style demon devil character? I don't know. He was super fun to draw. And I was having a blast, even though I was, it was super late at this point, and I was drawing another page just so I had footage for this video, and I'm actually kind of glad I did, because when you push yourself, sometimes you do get material that like really good material that you just wouldn't have gotten if you'd given up a bit earlier. I'd put in a full day's work in a lot of other stuff and a lot of other art. So I'd done my dues, but there's very little on this page that I wasn't happy with. All of these are like very good potential card ideas. So this is actually, I totally skipped this. So this whole page is different from the last set of Christmas cards I did, whereas that one was very graphical, very much like graphic design, where I'm dealing with bars of color and the type of text and where it's going to go. Here, it's all about the character. It's all about, who is this Krampus guy? What is he like? What is he into? What is he going to say? How is he going to, appear to the person who has, receives the card? What's going to be on the inside? What really portrays the character? So I was just, is he going to be a classic Krampus breaking through hell, through the card, and he's like, here's Krampus. Is he going to be like just a little floating head? Is he going to be a rebel guy? Just exploring all of those options and possibilities, and just trying to figure out his outfit, the horns. Does he have glasses? Does he not? How does the tongue work through the teeth? Just that sort of stuff that, more character design-y stuff. And this is where illustration thumbnails tend to be quite different from the graphic design thumbnails. Sometimes a lot of people I know, really, really good illustrators, when they're coming up with ideas, they won't even do the composition of the idea. They won't worry about, drawing the appropriate proportioned box and, where's the character going to be. First, they just do pages and pages and pages of drawing the character, possible outfits, possible expressions, different sizes of horns. Do they have horns? Do they not? And they'll go on and on like that, and they can be quite big, detailed drawings. You can just tell that by how this page looks compared to the pages I did in my last episode, where in the last episode everything was kind of in these same size boxes, and the boxes neatly were in rows and columns on my page. And then here I'm working on a character, and bam, we've got a massive illustration up top. You've got a couple little thumbnail ideas mixed in there, but then it's mainly just getting the character drawn, just like figuring this out, how about these proportions, how about this, how about that. And for me, that's a lot more fun. I'm not really a graphic designer, and I've never really thought of myself as one really ever. But, nothing against graphic designers. I mean, the work they do is amazing. I don't even understand some of it sometimes, but, I just like to draw cartoons. That's really that's my thing. That's what I love to do. And I'm really glad I pushed to do this page and record it. So again, kind of bringing up the question last time, how many thumbnails do? You do as many until you reach something you like, or you come up with a lot of ideas. To be honest, with the Krampus card, I could have probably filled up 3 more pages just, trying to settle on something, because I feel like, yeah, I settled on this sort of rebel character, but there's a lot more stuff I didn't explore. Different facial constructions. I didn't really explore the horns for all of the times I kept saying horns in my previous examples. They're basically the same, colors, outfits, all that sort of stuff. Just posing too. Maybe I'd find a good pose for the card, because the card could still be basically almost any of these ideas, really. Like, they're all really good. In fact, if you guys are watching this, of course you are. You wouldn't be experiencing this if you weren't watching this. Let me know which of these designs you liked the most. It can be on this page or it can be on the other pages. Doesn't really matter. I'm really interested in hearing what faces or whatever you thought was really cool. Unfortunately, by the time this episode goes out, I'll probably have sent the cards off to print. If they're, if this one's getting printed, I really hope it does. But yeah. So I was basically going to be done with the page right here, but then I realized, what, it would look really cool if I did a bit of coloring. And considering the long and work-filled day that I had, a little bit of filling stuff in, it's always a little bit. It's not a little bit, it is fun. It's very fun. Coloring books. I'm an adult and I still love coloring things in. Plus, it just kind of helped me, figure out the blacks and the values of the red and all that. And yeah. So guys, let me know if you would buy a Krampus card. Whether that's like the classic 1920s style card, or if you would absolutely go for a toony, rebellious character design, more card like what I'm doing here. Because I really like this idea. I would love to get a cartoon Krampus card, but I'm not, because as far as I know, I'm the only person who's kind of made one, and I'm the only person who would go out of their way to find and buy a cartoon Krampus card for somebody. Nobody's really gonna find me a cool cartoon Krampus card and buy it for me. Yeah, that's just kind of what it is when you're an artist. When you make the art, most people don't go out and find the art for you. Well, I guess some people do, but not in my neck of the woods, not with the people I know. Also, guys, I would love to hear if you found these last couple episodes to be informative about the early stages of the design process. And, did you find it helpful when I talked about mind mapping? Did you find it helpful when I showed you and talked about thumbnailing last episode? Has this page kind of helped you understand how quote-unquote thumbnailing can be when you're more illustrative, when you work on characters? Has this helped you with wrapping your head around designing characters? Or if you're not an artist and you're watching this, was it entertaining? Did you learn something that you didn't know about an industry that you aren't part of? Let me know. I'm really interested to know stuff like that. Any and all feedback, of course, is welcome and very helpful, because I've never shot videos before this series. Well, not videos like I've been doing, and I've been learning a lot. But if there's something you guys want me to change, or something I could do better, or just something I'm doing good, feedback's always appreciated. Anyways, we're near the end of the episode here, so you guys have a good day, and I hope to see you in the next episode. I'll be showing you another, well, we'll see what the next episode is, but it's down the road. We're going to get another series of thumbnails for Christmas cards, and then I'm going to show you guys the Christmas cards basically from start to finish. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, because that'll be coming down the line. Anyways, have a good day, guys, and enjoy this Krampus page. I know I did. It was fun to draw, even though it was stressful and I lost the footage. Have a good one. See you in the next episode.